Dear students, today we are going to solve MCQs on the topic conics. I hope that you have revised this topic. What is a conic? Conic or conic section is a section of a double right circular cone by a plane in different positions with respect to the axis and vertex of a cone. Actually, pair of intersecting lines, point, circle are also considered as conics, but here I will discuss MCQs on parabola, ellipse, hyperbola because these conics are defined using focus directrix property. Now, the first MCQ is an endpoint of latus rectum of parabola phi x square equal to 8y. Now parabola is phi x square equal to 8y. Write the equation in standard form. Compare that with x square equal to 4by to get 4b equal to 8 upon 5. So what is b? 2 upon 5. Now what are the endpoints of latus rectum? See, you should know all the characteristics. We call them as features of not only parabola but parabola, ellipse, hyperbola, and in fact circle is also there in the syllabus, so of circle also. Again, in case of parabola there are 4 parabolas. In case of ellipse there are 2 ellipses, a less than b, a greater than b. For hyperbola also there are 2 hyperbolas, conjugate hyperbolas, right? Okay, so what are the endpoints of latus rectum? 2bb minus 2bb. Substitute the values. So what is the correct option? 4 by 5, 2 by 5, and C is the correct option. Okay. Next one, length of latus rectum of y square equal to 4x through 2 minus 6 is. Now we want to find the value of a. For that, point on the parabola is given. If a point lies on the parabola, coordinates will satisfy the equation, and therefore substitute the values to get a as what? 4.5. Now what is length of LR? It is 4a, that is 18. So the correct option is B, Bombay. Now the next one, parameter of a point on y square equal to 8x is 3. Then the point is, now for y square equal to 8x, what is a? A equal to 2. Now parameter t is given to be 3. What are the parametric equations of parabola? X equal to 80 square, y equal to 280. Substitute the values. So 18, 12 is the point. Correct option is C, Calcutta. Focal distance of a point on y square equal to 28x with ordinate 14 is. What do you mean by ordinate? Y coordinate is called as an ordinate, and do you know what x coordinate is called? It is called as an abscissa. Remember, abscissa and ordinate are Greek words because coordinate geometry was initially studied by Greek mathematician. Okay. So y square equal to 28x, that gives me a equal to 7. Ordinate, that is y coordinate, is 14. So put the value in the equation of parabola because point lies on the parabola to get x equal to 7. So this is the point. Now you should know that focal distance is always x plus a, that is 14. So the correct option is A. Now if you do not remember this formula, then also focal distance can be obtained. How? The point is known. Find the focus. What is the focus of this parabola? It is A0, that is in this case 70. So you can use distance formula to get the answer. Now read the sum. Vertex, focus and directrix of y square equal to 4x plus 4y are. Clearly this parabola is not standard parabola. So we have to reduce the equation in standard form. See how this can be done. Actually, I have given detailed solution, but in CET you hardly get 108 seconds, you know that. So you need not write all this comparing and so on. But here for the sake of convenience, I have given detailed solution. Now, y square minus 4y equal to 4x. This can be square of y minus 2 provided we add 4 on both the sides. So this becomes y minus 2 bracket square equal to 4 into x plus 1. Compare this with y square equal to 4x. So what is capital X? Small x plus 1, capital Y, y minus 2, and 4a is 4, so a is 1. Do you know, do you remember shift of origin formulae? Small x is capital X plus h. So what is capital X? Small x minus h. And that gives me the shifted origin hk as what? Minus 1. And what about y? Yes, it is 2. So minus 1, 2 is the shifted origin. Now vertex is at origin, but that is not old, that is new origin. So capital X is 0, capital Y is 0. So minus 1, 2. So can we guess the answer? No, because minus 1, 2 is in options A, C and D. So we have to find focus. Focus is A0, but capital X is A and capital Y is 0. So that gives me focus as 0, 2. Good. Now we need not find the directrix because in option C only these two are correct. So we go for C, that is Calcutta. Area of a triangle formed by lines joining the vertex of x square equal to 12y to the ends of lattice rectum is. Now equation of parabola is x square equal to 12y. So 4b is 12. So what is b? 3. So the focus S 0b is 0, 3. Now what are the endpoints of lattice rectum? You should know the sketch of this particular parabola. Endpoints of LR are 2bb minus 2bb, that is 6, 3 minus 6, 3. Now it is LL1, it is nothing but, rather length LL1 is nothing but 6 plus 6, that is 12, and OS, because that is the height of the triangle, is nothing but 3. See, if you draw the diagram, then you will realize this. So what is the area of the triangle? It is half length LL1 into length OS, that is half into 12 into 3, which is nothing but 18 square unit. So the correct option is A, Ahmedabad. Now this sum is an important one. A parabolic reflector is 20 centimeter in diameter and 5 centimeter deep. Its focus is, see, this is the diagram. See, this is 20 and this is 5. Okay. Now let the axis of the parabolic reflector be along positive x-axis and vertex O be the origin. Then the equation of the parabolic reflector will be what? Y square equal to 4x, whose focus is clearly A0. Let AB be the diameter of the parabolic reflector, whose length is given to be 20 centimeter. Let C be the midpoint of AB, which lies on the x-axis because of symmetry. I'll show you the figure again. See, this is 20 midpoint, right? Okay. Since the reflector is 5 centimeter deep, length OC equal to 5. This is point C actually. So that is 5. This clearly shows that A is 5, 10 and B is 5 minus 10. Now 5, 10 lies on the parabola. So coordinates will satisfy the equation. That gives me A equal to 5. So what is the focus? It is A0, that is 5, 0. So the correct option is B, Bombay. I will again show you the figure. See, this is the point A, lies on the parabola. So we get 5. Or some students will say, sir, why to do all these things, that this is 5. So this is 20, so 10, 5. So we'll draw the conclusion that length, this depth rather, is nothing but focus. Now I think this is one of the difficult sums. The towers of a bridge hung in the form of a parabola have their tops 30 meter above the roadway and are 200 meter apart. If cable is 5 meter above the roadway at the center of the bridge, the length of the vertical supporting cable is 30 meter from the center is. Again read the problem. You are asked to find the length of the vertical supporting cable 30 meter from the center is. Okay. Let the vertex be at O, the lowest point of the parabolic cable, and the axis is taken as vertical. Let the axis be chosen as in the figure. Observe this carefully. Try to remember the information which is given. So this is 30 meter. This is 200 meter. So because of symmetry, this is 100, right? Okay. I'll show the figure if required. The equation of the parabola is of the form x square equal to 4by. Since the point 125 lies on the parabola, we get b equal to 100. So the equation of parabola is x square equal to 400y. Let QR be the length of the vertical supporting cable, which is 30 meter away from the center. See, QR is that supporting cable, right? So this is the distance is 30 meter. Okay. Let QS be h. Then what will be the coordinates of Q? 30h. See, this much is taken as h. Distance of any point from x-axis is y coordinate, and that is why I have said that coordinates of Q will be 30h. Now Q also lies on parabola, so coordinates will satisfy the equation. That gives me h equal to what? 2.25. So what is the length of the vertical supporting cable? It is QR. So what is QR? QR is QS plus SR. This much is 5, right? And this is found to be 2.25. So the total is 7.25. So the final answer is D, Delhi. Next one. The eccentricity of an ellipse is √7/4. You have to select an option. Now this is simple one. Just go on finding eccentricities of ellipses. In option A, if you know the formula, what is formula? If A is greater than B, eccentricity is √A square minus B square divided by A. So here it is 1/3 in option A. In option B, yes, it is coming to be √7/4. So we say that B is the correct option. As only one ellipse has this eccentricity, we need not find eccentricities of the remaining. So the conclusion is correct option is B, Bombay. Directrices of the ellipse 9x square plus 8y square equal to 72r. Again straightforward sum, but observe that here A is less than B. So eccentricity is what? √B square minus A square upon B comes out to be 1/3. So the directrices are y equal to plus minus B upon E, that is y equal to plus minus 9. So you must have observed that what is important is you should know all the formulae in case of parabola, ellipse and hyperbola, all the features of these conics. So what is the correct option here? B. Now this is again an important sum. A man running around a race course notes that the sum of the distances from the two flag posts from him is always 26 meter and the distance between the flag posts is 24 meter. The equation of the path traced by the man is, clearly the race course is in the form of an elliptical shape it has, with the flag post as its foci. If A and B are the semi-major and semi-minor axis of the ellipse, then what is sum of the focal distances? It is always 2A, given to be 26, and the distance between foci twice A is given to be 24. Rest part is simple. A is 13, A is 12. Now for an ellipse, what is B square? It is A square into 1 minus E square. From that you get B square. So what is the equation of ellipse? X square upon 169 plus y square upon 25 equal to 1. So the correct option is A. So all these sums are important. Value of lambda if this equation represents an ellipse is. Now this is the given equation. I write this equation in this form. First shift this term to RHS, so it is -1, multiply throughout by -1, so this becomes +1, so here minus, here minus. Now I write the same as what? X square upon, instead of 2 minus lambda, it is lambda minus 2, plus y square upon 5 minus lambda equal to 1. Now for this equation to represent an ellipse, denominator should be greater than 0. So that gives me lambda minus 2 greater than 0 and 5 minus lambda greater than 0. That is lambda greater than 2 and lambda less than 5. So if you combine them, you get 2 less than lambda less than 5. So the correct option is C. So the correct option is C. Okay. The eccentricity of the ellipse, x square upon a square plus y square upon b square equal to 1, where b is an endpoint of minor axis, s and s dash are foci, such that triangle BSS dash is an equilateral triangle is. Now, if you know the features, then you can get the answer easily. See, triangle BSS dash is equilateral, right? So SB plus S dash B. Can you tell me what is the sum? Sum of the focal distances of any point on the ellipse is always constant and is equal to length of major axis, that is 2a. But note that triangle is equilateral, so this is the same as this. So can I say BS is nothing but half 2a, that is a. And what is SS dash? It is distance between two foci, that is twice a. So that gives me eccentricity as what? 0.5. I'll again explain. See, I have written BS equal to a. Why? Because BS plus BS dash is sum of the focal distances, which is always constant for ellipse, and it is 2a, but they are equal also, the triangle being an equilateral. So what is BS? It is a. And you know this, SS dash is twice a. So a gets cancelled. So eccentricity comes out to be half. So the correct option is B, Bombay. The next one, for standard hyperbola, length of conjugate axis is 3/4 of length of transverse axis. Then what is the eccentricity? Now transverse axis has length 2a and conjugate axis has length 2b. Use the given condition. Simplify to get b 3/4a. Now for hyperbola, b square is a square into e square minus 1. Simplify patiently to get eccentricity as what? 5/4, that is 1.25. So the correct option is A. Read this part. Center of the hyperbola 9x square minus 16y square minus 18x plus 32y minus 151 equal to 0 is. Actually, you need not simplify to this extent because we are asked to find the center. See the terms in x, 9x square minus 18x. If you take 9 common, you get x square minus 2x, which can be perfect square of x minus 1. Right? So compare x minus 1 with x minus h. So that gives h equal to 1. Now take minus 16 common from this term and this term. You get what? Y square minus 2y, which can be square of y minus 1. So y minus k is y minus 1. So k equal to 1. So what is the center of the hyperbola? It is hk, shifted origin, because hyperbola has center at origin, but that is the shifted origin. Is that clear? So what is the center? Center is 1 1. So the correct option is B, Bombay. Note that ellipse and hyperbola are central conics, but parabola is not a central conic. Now this is again an important sum. When lambda varies, the point of intersection of the lines describes a hyperbola. Find its eccentricity. See, you should know that to get an equation of a locus, the parameter is to be eliminated. So here the parameter is lambda. How will you eliminate lambda from this? From the first equation, what is lambda? X root 3 minus y upon 4 root 3. Now from this equation, take lambda common to get lambda into in bracket root 3x plus y equal to 4 root 3. Just put the value of lambda to get hyperbola x square upon 16 minus y square upon 48 equal to 1. I have not written that part in the solution. I'll again explain. To get the equation of locus, parameter is to be eliminated. So get the values of lambda from these two, equate, simplify to get this. So a square is 16 and what is b square? 48. Find eccentricity. It is 2. So the correct option is D. An ellipse has OB as a semi-minor axis. S and S dash are its foci and angle SB S dash is right angle. Then the eccentricity of the ellipse is. See the diagram. This angle is right angle. So clearly SB is perpendicular to S dash B. So product of slopes is -1. What is focus S? A is 0. S dash minus A is 0. What is B here? 0B. Now what is slope? It is difference in y coordinates upon difference in x coordinates. See. So this gives me a square e square equal to b square. But But for an ellipse, what is b square? It is a square into 1 minus e square. Open the bracket. Replace a square e square by b square. You get what? E equal to 1 upon root 2. So the correct option is C, Calcutta. Point P on the ellipse is A cos theta B sin theta. Remember, these are parametric equations of ellipse. If S and S dash are foci, then SP into S dash P. See, I will advise you to remember this as standard result. Of course, if somebody asks you to prove this, you should be able to prove that. In fact, you will find the proof in next 2-3 slides. But remember this as standard result. In fact, two results are to be remembered. First, SP plus S dash P, that is sum of the focal distances, is 2A. And secondly, the product SP into S dash P is what? A square sin square theta plus B square cos square theta. See the proof. I will not explain. You can read this later on. This is the diagram. Okay. The eccentricity of the ellipse whose distance between directrices is 3 times the distance between foci is. Now use the condition. What is the distance between directrices? 2A upon E, 3 times twice A. So that gives me 2A upon E equal to 6AE. Simplify. That gives me E as 1 upon root 3. Now instead of giving the values, they have given them as trigonometric functions of angles. What is sin 30 degrees? Half. What is cos 30 degrees? Root 3 by 2. Tan 30 degrees? 1 by root 3. Sin 90 degrees? 1. So what is the correct option? It is C, Calcutta. Focal distance of the point P 4 root 3 on this particular ellipse R. Now write equation in standard form, get the eccentricity. So what are the foci? They are 6, 0, minus 6, 0. Use distance formula. Initially I thought that finding SP will be sufficient because sum of the focal distances is 2A, that is 20. So 7 occurs in A and B, but 7 plus 13 is 20. So in fact, it is sufficient. We need not find S dash P. Actually, total 20 occurs in options B and D. If sum is 20 in only one option, then we need not bother to find eccentricity and focal distances. But here, sum of the focal distances is 20 is in option B and D. So at least we have to find SP. So SP is 7. So go for Bombay. B is the correct option. Now what are the parametric equations of an ellipse? X equal to A cos theta, Y equal to B sin theta. The point P pi by 3 on the ellipse is? Simple. A is 5, B is 4. So theta pi by 3, what is cos 60 degrees? Half sin 60 degrees root 3 by 2. So the correct option is A, Ahmedabad. Now this is again simple one. For which hyperbola length of LR is 3.6? What is the formula for length of latus rectum? Length of LR is 2b square upon A. So you will notice that in option C only it is 18 upon 5. Eccentric angle for the point is, now point P of theta, so that is parametric equations of ellipse. Theta is a parameter, it is also called as an eccentric angle. Now for the given ellipse, A is 5, B is 4. So the point xy is this, which lies in which quadrant? First quadrant. So x is A cos theta. So that gives me 5 by 2 equal to 5 cos theta. So cos theta is half. Now the point is in first quadrant. So sin theta is again positive. So we go for theta equal to 60 degrees. So the correct option is B, Bombay. The equation of hyperbola of given transverse axis whose vertex bisects the distance between center and focus is, again read the sum. The equation of hyperbola of given transverse axis whose vertex bisects the distance between center and focus is. See, vertex bisects the distance between center and focus. What are the coordinates of center of hyperbola? 0, 0. Focus is A is 0, right? And vertex, it is A is 0. Yeah, sorry, not vertex. We are given that focus. Yes, focus is A is 0. So use midpoint formula. So A equal to AE plus 0 upon 2, right? Because vertex is A0, focus is AE0, and center is nothing but 0, 0. So that gives me AE equal to 2A. Now for hyperbola, what is B square? A square into E square minus 1. Open the bracket, replace AE by 2A. So that gives me what? B square equal to 3A square. So equation is x square upon A square minus y square upon, actually it is B square, but here it is 3A square equal to 1. Rearrange the terms. So the correct option is C, Calcutta. The foci of a hyperbola coincide with the foci of the ellipse x square upon 16 plus y square upon 9 equal to 1. Equation of hyperbola if its eccentricity is root 2 is. Now for the given ellipse, find eccentricity. It is root A square plus B square upon A, right? So I'm sorry. It is root A square minus B square upon A for ellipse, and for hyperbola it is root A square plus B square upon A. So given is ellipse, so root 16 minus 9 upon 4. Yes, so eccentricity is root 7 by 4. Now what is AE? It is root 7. Now foci of hyperbola coincide with foci of ellipse. So plus minus AE dash, y coordinate 0, is nothing but plus minus root 7, 0. Now eccentricity of hyperbola is given to be root 2. So that gives me A into root 2 equal to root 7. So A is root 7 by root 2. You need not find the value of B, because in out of these 4 options, in option B only, you will notice that A square is 7 by 2. See, divide by 7. So 2x square by 7, that is x square by 7 by 2. So happens only in B. So correct option is B, Bombay. Otherwise, you can find B square and then say correct option is B, no problem. Actually, in new syllabus, they have included tangency to conics, an important part of conics. But I don't think this year sums on tangents will be asked, or even if they are asked, they will be of this type. For example, out of these 4, which is tangent to y square equal to 12x. Now how will you define tangent? tangent is a line which cuts the curve in two but coincident points. We have seen that tangent is the limiting position of secant, right? So you have to check options from the equation of line. Say in option A, what is y? Y is, in fact, I have decided to eliminate x because that is simple. What is x from this? It is y minus 1. Put this equation and so on. So check options by putting x equal to line is tangent. So roots of the quadratic equation will be equal. I'll again explain. See, for this line to be tangent, the quadratic equation on putting x equal to y minus 1 in this equation will have equal roots, right? So check all the options. In fact, you need not check option D, because in option C you will notice that roots are equal because discriminant is 0. So the correct option is C. Now one more sum on tangency is asked here. What I mean by the topic was not there is, see, there are four types which are covered in tangency. The first is equation of tangent to the conic, say parabola, at a point on the parabola. Then we find the condition that line y equal to mx plus c is tangent to the parabola. That is, we obtain equation of tangent in terms of slope m. Then we show that in general two tangents can be drawn to the curve from a point in the same plane. See, why to say in general? Because if point lies on the parabola, see, I am taking example of parabola, but it is applicable in case of all the curves. So if a point lies on the parabola, tangents are coincident. If point lies inside the parabola, not a single tangent is drawn. And if point lies outside the parabola, two distinct tangents can be drawn. So in the third part, we show that in general, two tangents can be drawn to the parabola. And finally, we obtain locus of points, tangents from which to the parabola are at right angles. So in case of parabola, the locus is directrix. That is, if you draw tangents to parabola from any point on the directrix, they are always at right angles. But you haven't done this in 11th standard. But students preparing for JEE Main, they must have prepared this. I'm going to conduct separate lecture on tangency. I'll let you know about it. But even if you do not know any of these things, you can solve this sum. See, 3x plus 2 root 3y is 12 is tangent to the ellipse. At which point? This is the simplest one. See, 4, 0 or this one or this one or this one will be point of contact if it lies on both. So if a point lies on both tangent as well as ellipse, the coordinates should satisfy the equation. Is that clear? So check the options. See, check options, point lies on both. You will notice that correct option is D, that is the point 2 root 3 is the point of contact. Now this is one more sum on tangency. 2x plus y plus k equal to 0 is tangent to this hyperbola, then k equal to. See, if you know the condition of tangency to hyperbola, then you get answer easily. But as you haven't done this, you can use this method. From the equation, what is y? Minus 2x minus k. Now put this in the equation of hyperbola. Simplify to get this quadratic equation. Line is tangent, so the discriminant of this quadratic equation will be 0. Now discriminant is in terms of k, so that gives you on solving k equal to plus minus 4. So correct option is B. If you know the condition of tangency, then it is line y equal to mx plus c is tangent to hyperbola if c square equal to a square m square minus b square. You can use that. For rectangular hyperbola, eccentricity is, you can remember this as standard result, but basically you should know what is rectangular hyperbola. Hyperbola for which length of transverse axis is the same as length of conjugate axis is called as equilateral or rectangular hyperbola. So what will be its equation? x square upon a square minus y square upon a square only equal to 1. That is x square minus y square equal to a square. So eccentricity comes out to be root 2. Remember this as standard result. Next one, x equal to e raised to t plus e raised to minus t upon 2, y equal to e raised to t minus e raised to minus t upon 2, where t is a real number, represents. Remember one thing, to get the equation of locus, parameter is to be eliminated. So our focus should be on elimination of parameter. Now x equal to, this is given, y is given, rearrange the terms. Now how to eliminate? For that you have to square and subtract. Why to square and subtract? Why not to add? If you square and add, t will not be eliminated. So for elimination you have to square and subtract. That gives you 4x square minus 4y square equal to 4. You need not simplify this at this stage only, or when you realize that you have to square and subtract, you have to go for option D, because it happens only in case of hyperbola. So correct option is D. This is again an important sum. If the eccentricities of the hyperbolas, two conjugate hyperbolas, are even, this should be even and E2. This is even. Okay, not even and E2, E and even, no problem. Usually they are taken to be even E2. Here they are E and even, no problem. Then what is 1 upon E square plus 1 upon E1 square? You have to remember this as standard result. The answer is 1. See how. Now for this hyperbola, eccentricity is E. Use the regular formula. Basically E is what? Root of a square plus b square upon a square. Split numerator to get this. So this is E square. You can take the reciprocal. For this hyperbola, this is E1 square. Take reciprocal. If you add reciprocals, you get what? A square upon a square plus b square upon a square plus b square. Denominator is the same. Add numerators, so you get 1. So the correct option is A, Ahmedabad. If the foci of the ellipse and hyperbola coincide, then what is the value of b square? This is again simple one. The only thing is you have to write equation of hyperbola in standard form first. That is, first multiply by 25, because we need 1 here. So 25 x square by 144. That is x square upon 144 by 25, and so on. Is that clear? So get the value of E. So what are the foci? They are AE1 0. So 3 0, and the same is focus of ellipse. So that gives me 3 equal to 4E. That is E equal to 3 by 4. Now what is B square? B square is A square into 1 minus E square. So the correct option is C, as value of B square comes out to be 7. Is that clear? Now you will ask me, sir, why 4E? ये 4 कहाँ से आया भाई? यहाँ से आया 4. A square is 16, so A is 4. The eccentricity of the curve represented by the equation. Now you will notice that this is ellipse. X square minus 2x, take consider this as square of x minus 1, provided you subtract 1 and so on. I haven't mentioned those steps. You can write the solution. You will notice that after simplifying, that is, first express this as a perfect square and so on, you get equation in this form, this one. So what is a square? 1 upon 8. And what is b square? 1 upon 16. So that gives me 1 upon 16 equal to 1 upon 8 into 1 minus e square, because what is b square? For ellipse it is a square into 1 minus e square. Is that clear? So correct option is 1 by root 2, which is given in C. Observe that 1 upon 8 is basically greater than 1 upon 16. That is why we use this result. If A is less than B, then A square is b square into 1 minus e square. Actually, we have done one sum of this type, but the only change is here we are asked to find the area. A man running around a race course notes that sum of the distances of two flag posts from him is always 10 meter and the distance between two flag posts is 8 meter. The area of the path he encloses in square meter is, clearly it is an ellipse. So 2a, why 2a? Because sum of the focal distances is always 2a, so it is 10, and distance between two flag posts is twice a, distance between foci, that is 8 meter. So from this I get e as 4 by 5, a equal to 5. So what is b square for an ellipse? A square into 1 minus e square, that gives me 9. So b equal to 3. See why I have taken this sum? You should know the formula. Formula for an area of ellipse is pi ab. Can you correlate this? See, I can write equation of circle as x square upon a square plus y square upon a square equal to 1, right? Now, what is the area of circle? Pi a into a. In case of ellipse, 1a is b. So the area is pi ab, that is 15 pi. Now, this is the last sum of today's discussion. The locus of point of intersection of the lines ax sec theta plus by tan theta equal to a and ax tan theta plus by sec theta equal to b is, again the same thing. To get the equation of locus, parameter is to be eliminated. So if you square and subtract, then you get what? A square x square minus b square y square equal to a square minus b square. This negative sign suggests that this is what? Hyperbola. So the correct option is D.